Have you ever made a loop that sounds amazing and then you sit there playing it over and over, but you never turn it into a full track? You tweak the drums, change the sounds, add effects, but the song never actually starts. That's what I like to call the loop trap, and it's one of the biggest reasons producers struggle to finish music. In this episode, I'm going to show you why loops feel so comfortable, why your brain wants to stay there, and how to turn any loop into a full song without forcing it.
You're listening to the Lofi Music Academy podcast, your go-to space for all things lo-fi. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of lo-fi music production.
Hi, and welcome to the Lofi Music Academy podcast. I'm Spencer J, your guide through the chilled out, atmospheric world of lo-fi beats. If you're new here, this is where we like to talk about lo-fi music, beat making, creativity, and the real mindset behind finishing music and building something sustainable as a music producer. Today we're talking about something that almost every producer experiences at some point, and most producers experience it all the time. And that is what I like to call the loop trap. And you know exactly what I mean by that. You open your door, you make a really nice 4-bar loop, maybe 8 bars if you're feeling productive. And it sounds good. The chords are nice, the drums are vibey, and the melody feels right. You sit there listening to it thinking, yep, this is it. This is the one. And then nothing happens. You keep playing the loop over and over. You tweak the snare, you change the hi-hat, you add a pad, you remove a pad, you add some vinyl noise, you then remove the vinyl noise. 30 minutes later, you still have a loop. And the weird thing is, the loop feels safe. It feels comfortable. It feels finished, even though it isn't. So in this episode, we're going to talk about why loops feel safe, why we get stuck in them, and how to turn loops into full songs, and arrangement shortcuts that make finishing easier, and how to create emotional progression so your track actually goes somewhere. The goal here isn't just to finish more music. The goal is to feel calm, confident, and intentional when you sit down to create. Because finishing music is not all about hard work. It's about knowing what to do next. And here's a question for you. What part do you find hardest? Starting the track or finishing it? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start with the psychology of this. Loops feel safe because loops are small. A loop is manageable. A loop is predictable. A loop doesn't ask too many questions. When you make a 4-bar idea, your brain only has to solve a few problems. What chords, what drums, and what sound, and what tempo. And that's it. But the moment you turn that loop into a full song, suddenly your brain has to think about structure, energy, variation, transitions, emotion, length, mixing and arrangement. And now your brain goes, whoa, hang on, this is just too much. Let's just go back to the loop. So this is why the loop trap happens. Not because you're lazy and not because you lack the talent, but because your brain prefers small, solvable problems. And loops are the smallest possible version of a song. Another reason loops feel safe is because loops always sound good. A 4-bar section repeats perfectly, and nothing feels out of place. Nothing feels empty. Nothing feels too long. But real songs are not perfect loops. Real songs breathe. Real songs change. Real songs have space. And that space can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to looping. So the loop trap is really a comfort zone. And the way out of this is not forcing yourself. It's learning how to make the next step feel just as safe as the loop. Most producers don't get stuck at the beginning. They get stuck right after the loop sounds good. Because this is the exact moment where the brain goes, this could be a song, but I don't actually know what comes next. And because you don't know what comes next, you stay exactly where you are. You keep polishing the loop instead of building the track. You change sounds instead of writing sections. And you mix instead of arranging. And then you add plugins instead of adding structure. And this is one of the biggest habits that keeps producers from finishing music. Not starting too late and not lacking ideas, just not knowing how to move from loop mode to song mode. And here's the important mindset shift. A loop is not the song. A loop is the seed of the song. You don't expect a seed to already be a tree. you plant it, you grow it, and then you shape it. So when you make a loop, don't ask, is this finished? Ask, what section of the song is this? And that one question changes everything, because now you're not stuck. Now you're building. One of the easiest ways to escape the loop trap is to stop thinking in loops and start thinking in sections. Songs are not loops. Songs are made of parts. For example, most lo-fi tracks can be built with something like an intro, main section, variation, break, the main section again, and an outro. Now that's already a full track. And notice something, none of those sections need brand new ideas. They just need variations of the loop that you've already created. This is where a lot of producers overcomplicate things. They think every section needs new chords, and it doesn't. They think every section needs new drums, and it doesn't. They think every section needs a new melody, and it doesn't. Most of the time you can build a full song just by removing instruments, adding instruments, changing drum patterns slightly, filtering sounds, changing the energy, and that's it. So the next time you have a loop, try this. Duplicate it 5 times. Now label them intro, main, variation, break and outro. You don't even have to change anything yet. Just labeling those sections already moves you out of that loop trap. Because now your brain sees a full song, not a loop. And that feels much easier to finish. Let's talk about arrangement shortcuts. Because honestly, finishing music becomes much easier when you stop reinventing structure every time. Most lo-fi songs follow very simple energy shapes. They start calm, they build slightly, they relax, and then they build again, and then they fade. And you don't need complicated arrangements, you just need a clear one. And here are some shortcuts that you can use. Shortcut 1, start with the drums off. Shortcut 2, bring the drums in for the main section. Shortcut 3, remove the drums for the breakdown. Shortcut 4, bring everything back in for the final section. And shortcut 5, fade out slowly. That alone can give you a full track. Another shortcut is the 8-bar rule. Every 8 bars, change something. Not everything, just something. Remove the kick, add a pad. Drop the bass, add some percussion. Filter the chords. Small changes keep the track moving, and movement is what turns loops into songs. The goal is not to surprise the listener every second. The goal is to make the track feel alive. And alive music always changes slightly, even a little bit. This is the part most producers don't think about. Songs are not just sound. Songs are emotion over time. A loop has one emotion. A song has a journey. Even in lo-fi where things are subtle, there's still progression. Maybe the track starts lonely, then it feels warm, then nostalgic, then calm again. And that emotional movement is what makes a track feel complete. Because without it, the track feels like it never started and it never ended. And one simple way to create emotional progression is through layers. Start with fewer sounds, add more sounds later, and then remove them again. Another way is with harmony. Maybe the chords stay the same, but the melody changes, or the bass changes, or the pads change. You don't need dramatic changes, you just need enough to make the listener feel like time is passing by. Because songs are not loops, songs are experiences, and experiences, well, they move. A lot of producers think that confidence comes from skill, but most of the time confidence comes from clarity. If you know what to do next, you feel calm. If you don't know what to do, you feel stuck. And the loop trap happens when the next step is unclear. So instead of trying to feel more motivated, try this instead. Always decide the next step before you actually start. Not the whole song, just the next step. For example, today I'll make a loop. Tomorrow I'll make the sections. The next session I'll arrange it. And the next session I'll mix it. Now your brain doesn't panic because it only has one job to do. And when your brain feels safe, finishing becomes so much easier. It's not forced, not stressful, just natural. Let's end with this. Finishing music is not something you wait for, it's something that you practice. Some days you won't feel inspired, some days the loop won't sound amazing, and some days the arrangement, it will just feel boring. But finish the track anyway. Not because every track needs to be released, but because every track finished trains your brain to understand structure. And the more your brain understands structure, the less scary finishing becomes. Eventually you won't get stuck in loops anymore. You'll make a loop and your brain will automatically start hearing the intro, then the break, then the variation, and then the ending. And that's when producing starts to feel calm, not rushed, not pressured, just intentional. And that's the place where creativity grows. So next time you make a loop, don't stay there. Plant it, grow it, and turn it into a song. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, leaving a review, or sharing it with fellow music producers who might find it useful. Until next time, keep creating, stay inspired, and remember, it's all about the vibe. Take care and see you in the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Lofi Music Academy podcast. If you're ready to start making lo-fi music and want to go even deeper, grab your free guide. Discover the 6 essential steps to create a release-ready lo-fi track from scratch. Whether you're using budget gear in your bedroom or a small home studio, this guide will help you get that polished, dreamy lo-fi sound you're after. Just go to www.lofimusicacademy.com. Until next time, keep creating those laid-back vibes, and don't forget to subscribe for more lo-fi tips and tricks.